What's good, YouTube? It's Kenny Motivates, the God, the King, the Emperor, everything. So in this video, I want to talk about how the wealthy avoid paying taxes, right? Taxes is something the government takes every single time from your income. Sales tax, property tax, the government always wants a piece of your money. They always want a piece of their money. So I'm going to explain to you how the wealthy people avoid giving them their money, right? So you have to understand there's four types of people, right? Or aspects to this. So the first one is an employee. The second one is a small business. You're self-employed. The third one is a big business such as McDonald's, Nike, Apple, Amazon. And the fourth one is a professional investor or just an investor, right? Such as like Shark Tank. Like Shark Tank, those are investors, right? So each one gets taxed at a different rate. Employees get taxed at 40%. So 40% of their income gets put into taxes. Gets taken from taxes, right? The government takes 40%, at least 40% of their income. Then you have a small business, you're self-employed. That's actually more than the employee because you're not only paying your taxes, but you're paying yourself as an employer. You're paying you being as an employer. So you're paying 60% of your taxes. 60% of your income is going to taxes, right? So that 40% is you being an employee of your own company, and the other 20% is you being an employer, right? But then if you go to big businesses, they only get taxed 20%, right? Why is that? I'm gonna go into that in a few. And then an investor gets taxed as little as 0%, less than 5%, if that, right? So, like I said, big businesses get paid less in taxes because the government wants us to do certain things, right? We get incentivized for doing these certain things. Like I said, Amazon, Facebook, Procter & Gamble, Berkshire, all these big businesses, they get incentivized for being a big business, right? These big businesses offer employment, they offer jobs. And when you have jobs, you have economic stability, right? When there's not a lot of people with jobs and and unemployment is very high, there's not a lot of people spending money, right? There's not a lot of money flowing through the economy, so the economy is going to be falling, right? That's not a good thing. So employment is always good because people are spending money, the government takes a share of that money, and they redistribute back into the economy, right? And very low rates of unemployment are not good. They can really mess up the economy, right? Like the Great Depression. So the more jobs you create, the more tax benefits you get. So the more jobs you create, the less taxes you pay, right? So if you really think about it, what's the difference between being rich and being poor, right? We first have to ask the question, how does each person use their taxes to benefit them? Big businesses, like I said, get tax benefits because they offer employment, they offer jobs to people like me and you, right? Investors, on the other hand, get tax benefits because the government wants housing, commercial projects built, energy, technology, agricultural commodities, right? So the government actually incentivizes people to put their money into these industries, right? Real estate, stocks, like I said, the commodities that I just mentioned. The government doesn't want you to hold cash. They want you to put your money into these things so you can increase the economy, right? So they literally incentivize you for putting money into the economy, right? So tax benefits are primarily for big businesses and investors. That's where you get the most tax benefits, right? So every dollar you reinvest into your business, you get a tax break on it. You get a tax write-off. You get a tax deduction because you're putting it right back into your business, right? So I wanna say this real quick. What business is McDonald's in? What business is McDonald's in? Say it out loud, right? If you said the hamburger business, fast food business, you are wrong. You're wrong. McDonald's is actually in the real estate business, right? They started off as a hamburger business. Don't get me wrong, right? If you said it, you're partially right. I'll give you that. You're partially right. But right now, that's not it. They started off with their hamburger business, but then as time went on, of them getting all this income and revenue and profits, they expanded, buying different areas in the world, spreading their brand, spreading their business, right? And believe it or not, McDonald's actually owns more real estate than the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church. So it's like how do you compare a fast food? Like how do you compare McDonald's to a church? It doesn't make any sense, right? All they did was make burgers and buy real estate. That's all they did. That's all they did. So, and what do you think? Do you think McDonald's gets taxed a lot? No, they don't. Because they use that money they get from McDonald's and buys more pieces of property to expand even more. And that's called a tax write-off. The money you use for your business is called a tax write-off, a tax deduction, right? So this is the actual definition, not the actual definition, but a more a better definition, I would say, right? A tax write-off are ordinary and necessary expenses needed to run and operate your business. Tax write-offs reduce your taxable income that is subject to the taxes that you are primarily gonna experience. Like when you're always gonna get taxed, right? But if you put that money right back into your business and into assets that make your business operate, you can really lower your taxes. So when you're an employee, you earn, then you get taxed, and then you can spend whatever you have left. So before you even get your paycheck, before I even get my paycheck, the government always takes their share of the money. But when you're a business, you make that money, you make the profits, you make the revenue. You don't get taxed though. You get taxed only after what you have left. So let's say I have $100,000. I spend $80,000. Let's say I make $100,000 in profit 1 year. $1 million profit in 1 year. If I spend 90 million of that 100 million, I only get taxed on that 10 million that's left. I only get taxed on that 10 million. So, but if you take all that 100 million and put it right back to buy real estate or to buy things that you need to operate your business, you get taxed on nothing. Literally, you get taxed on nothing because you're putting it right back into assets. You're putting it right back into things that you need to operate your business. The government literally incentivizes people to do this. And you can even do it with your car for your business. But I'll do that for another video. I'll say that in another video. So that is how the rich avoid paying taxes. By taking money from the business, we're investing it back into the business, or buying real estate, commercial real estate, stores, agriculture, energy, residential. Like, you have to understand this. Real estate is incentivized heavy. So, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you got something out of this video. If you want some free stocks, I'll put my link in the description, so you can get some free stocks from Robinhood. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you for clicking on this video. Peace.